Two Honolulu police officers were shot and killed when they answered a call for help. Then the house they responded to went up in flames. Two Honolulu police officers were shot and killed when they responded to a call for help Sunday in Waikiki. News script from BBC. Following the shooting, a fire broke out at the home the officers had been called to. 3 people, including the suspect, remain unaccounted in the fire. The chaotic crime scene drew the response of local police and fire as well as multiple other agencies, including the FBI and ATF. Now the Honolulu Police Department and the community are mourning their slain officers and searching for the remains of the suspect. All clips may not represent the story. A call for help, a woman called 911 Sunday morning around 9 a.m. HST and said she needed help, according to Honolulu Police Chief Susan Ballard. When Officer Tiffany Enriquez arrived at the address in a Waikiki neighborhood, a stabbing victim had already been located by another officer. Enriquez and 2 other officers walked down the driveway of the home where the stabbing took place. As they walked, the suspect, identified by police as Jerry Hannell, began shooting at them, Ballard said during a Sunday night press conference. The 7-year veteran officer with the department was killed in the shooting, according to Ballard. Ballard said that after Enriquez was shot, more officers began to show up at the home. Hannell allegedly opened fire on the second group of officers to arrive, striking Kaulike Kalama, a 9-year veteran with the force, Ballard said. As more officers rushed to the house, thick black smoke started to pour out of the home, Ballard said. Watch to learn English as good as your mother tongue with latest world news. Possible ammunition in the home, firefighters arrived on the scene as flames engulfed the house and licked at other homes, but they were held back by police out of concern for their safety. Ballard explained that it sounded as though ammunition in the home was being set off by the fire. If they had gotten hit by one of those stray rounds, I wouldn't have been able to sleep at night, Ballard said. 7 homes were totally destroyed in the blaze and several other homes sustained fire and smoke damage, according to Honolulu Fire Chief Manuel Neves. Neves said at the press conference that he wasn't sure how many people had been displaced in the fire. Even though authorities opened a shelter to house the displaced residents, none of them needed aid and said they could stay with family and friends, Neves said. As of Sunday night, the fire had been completely extinguished. Both the fire department and police department continue to investigate the scene. 3 unaccounted for in fire. Police are looking for 3 people that are unaccounted for, the suspect and 2 adult women, Ballard said. Ballard told reporters that the police department will not stop searching for Hannell until they are able to confirm that his remains were in the fire. Hannell is believed to be in his 60s, according to Ballard. Honolulu police have opened an investigation into 2 counts of first-degree murder, 1 count of second-degree assault and multiple accounts of first-degree attempted murder against Hannell, Ballard said. It could take several days to process the scene, which includes recovering the bodies of those unaccounted for after the fire, the chief said. They were like my kids. Both slain officers had worked directly with Chief Ballard over the years, she said through tears. Enriquez and Kalama were assigned to District 6 Waikiki with the Honolulu Police Department, Ballard told reporters. They were like my kids. They were with me for 5 years, she said. I knew each one of them very personally. You know, everyday men and women in blue get up and put on their uniforms and go to work, Honolulu Mayor Kirk Caldwell said. Officer Enriquez and Kalama put on their uniforms this morning and they didn't get home. Ballard said the entire department and community is grieving along with the families of the officers she met at Queen's Medical Center, where they had been taken for treatment. The chief struggled with how to describe how the families were feeling when asked by a reporter. They left in the morning alive and they come to the hospital and find out that their loved ones are no longer around. Very emotional, Ballard said. A woman who was stabbed in the leg was also taken to Queen's Medical Center for treatment, Ballard said. She was unsure of the woman's condition. A state in mourning news of the officers' deaths was met with an outpouring of condolences statewide. Governor David Ige tweeted, "Our entire state mourns the loss of 2 Honolulu police officers killed in the line of duty this morning." Democratic presidential candidate Tulsi Gabbard also tweeted about the tragedy, saying, "They paid the ultimate price." Today the city and county of Honolulu and the people of Oahu, almost 1 million strong, lost 2 members of their family and were grieving, Mayor Caldwell said. This is a family and people are grieving. CNN's Laura James, Darren Simon and Artemis Moshtagian contributed to this report. Please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.